What's up, guys? Hunter back with another video, and let's get straight into it. So I did trade today, and I took 2 losses on EuroCAD. So starting off this month with a loss, which is fantastic, and we'll go and explain why. When we look at the news for this week, we can see that there was actually something called OPEC. There were OPEC meetings, and OPEC is basically just the oil cartel, for lack of a better word, and they control all basically that happens in the oil markets. They control the production, whether they're going to cut it or raise production. So that's something that I didn't like. That's something that I didn't pay attention to for the news, because I kept wondering, why is CAD going down? Why is it going down? You know, the data is telling us it should be going up, but that's why you can't just use the data alone. You also have to package that in with fundamentals, because the market's going to be paying attention to that. On top of that, seeing, you know, these down candles taking up candles highs, like right here, for me it should have been an obvious indication that, you know, we were going to go lower, but I just kept ignoring it and ended up paying the price for it. So it happens. It definitely sucks ass. But this was not my best week, but I still made money even though I was trading against it the whole time. So there's definitely a lesson to be learned in that in and of itself. Like the video that I made yesterday, which was how to make money even when you're wrong, which I think is very important. And when I saw the news coming out, I was looking at it and I was like, yeah, this is definitely about to go down, but I still just let the trade run anyway. I was like, fuck it, I'm already in the trade. So that was another mistake, because once the OPEC meetings were officially done yesterday, they basically came out and said that they were cutting production again. So Canadian dollar is heavily influenced by oil because a lot of their economy is ran off of oil. So when there's good news for oil coming out, it generally benefits the Canadian dollar. So if there's production cuts for oil, that means, hey, we're going to have higher oil prices. That's going to be beneficial for these countries that are, you know, exporting oil. So the Canadian news came out and it was positive, of course. Like I said, I feel like the news and everything is important to pay attention to, because it will push the pairs in a certain direction, but I really feel like they just make it to whatever the fuck they need to make it to. But that's just my opinion. I have no way to prove that or back that up. But USD also coming out with ISM manufacturing PMI, and this is basically kind of like the manufacturing industry telling, it's like a survey of like all these big manufacturers, and they basically give an update on the economy. It was very negative, so that's something to pay attention to going forward. It's very negative, very less than the actual forecast. Typically you want to have it at around 50. We're like well below 50 at this point, so that's just showing that the American economy is slowing down. And so that's the fundamental aspects of things. I just wanted to briefly go over that, so we could, or you guys can learn from it, but also I can learn from this as well, because I was literally trading against it the whole time. So, and I kept wondering why. I was expecting some type of reversal to happen, but it just never came in this week. And now I know why. And those are the things that you need to keep in your mind and learn as a trader. Learn from those mistakes, and then, you know, try to not slip up as much as you can, because you're still going to make mistakes no matter what. It just is a part of the game. So another reason why EuroCAD was very, should have been a sign for me to not buy, was the DXM actually switched. So it wasn't this high earlier. I don't know if it changed during the morning session, but when I looked around like 7 o'clock, it actually showed that retail started longing EuroCAD. So therefore, this is a major part of our strategy. If this goes in the opposite direction, then, I'm basically fucked. So when I saw that, I was already in the trade, news was about to come out. I was literally sitting there and I was like, yeah, this is a horrible trade right now. But I went with it. I was like, maybe it'll spike up first and then it'll go down. It didn't happen. Took us out. It is what it is. It is what it is. Even with these losses, we didn't make that much, but we were still up 1% this week. So just learning from our mistakes. We're still up 1% this week. I have the statistics for last month since it just ended. We actually ended up 8.5%. We ended up 8.5%. Right now, since we took a 2% loss, we are starting this month in a 2% drawdown. So we'll see where we can kind of go with it and what December will be like. Canadian dollar may be potentially strong in the future. So let me look at this real quick. I don't think the COT reports have come out yet. Yeah, so COT will probably come out by the end of the day, and we'll also see the positionings and how they've changed, because Euro JPY was a good play. Euro Canadian dollar this week was just like, it just kept crushing me. I mean, I made money, but it was just like, it's just like trading against the trend and just making it so much harder than it actually needed to be. So Sunday we'll come back to the drawing board. We'll look at these pairs again and see what is happening. CAD CHF is still really overbought. This was a pair that I traded a while back. It's getting some movement. If it would have held all the way there, it would have been a 7R. This position would have been a 1 to 4. Anyway, this is off topic, but a lot of the JPY pairs, I don't know. I think I might just start focusing more so on the JPY pairs. I really like CHF JPY, and it seems that seasonality-wise, December is generally bullish against JPY. So although the past year was bearish, so we'll just have to see what happens. I'll have to see what happens, and I'll come back to it on Sunday. Euro NZD might be a good pair to look at. It's super bought up, 97% long. These are the type of pairs that you want to go for, and that's why I thought Euro CAD was so good, because it was such a high percentage long, but at the end of the day, it didn't work out. So yeah, I don't want to do the analysis right now. I just wanted to give you guys an update. We lost 2% today, so we're up 6% on this account in total, and we made 8.5% last month clocked in, and we're starting this month negative 2%. So still up 6%, and we're gonna keep it pushing. And next week we will start looking for trades. Anyway, I don't want this to run on too long. Thank you guys for watching. Get the Prime Market Terminal. 15% off, 40 bucks a month. That's like a little over $1 a day. So go get the shit. Peace. I'm the fuck out of here.